This video illustrates the powering up of the PhaseID field probes, and the power-up sequence is essentially the same for all our different models. Basically, to power it up the first time, simply remove the battery lid, and on the back is a emblem here that shows you the orientation of the batteries. It takes 3 AAA batteries and they all point down, positive side down. So first of all, you drop 2 of them tip down inside the battery tube here. In the third one, you place tip up in the battery lid so that when you turn it over and put it on, all 3 will be tipped down. So simply hold it tightly and screw it in for it to come up. What happens is, if you look at the LCD display, right now it is searching for satellites, and you have the activity indicator, which is the 2 blinking segments, and the numbers you see are the satellites that it's finding. The way GPS works is, when you first power up the module, it finds a single satellite, at least one, and then it downloads the almanac, which indicates where all the other satellites are. And so sometimes you may see that number go up quite high, 6, 7, 8, 9. And that doesn't mean it's locked to those satellites. It just means that they're theoretically available if you had a 180-degree view of the sky, or a 360-degree view of the sky. But in many cases, buildings and so on will shield some of the directions, so when it finally locks, which it shows now, it only has 3 that it actually locked to. I mean, not a very complete sky location, so that means a lot of satellites may be either not present, since GPS satellites are always moving, or perhaps are shielded by buildings or other things. So once it comes up into the off position, from here, you can turn off the unit simply by pressing and holding the red button for about 2 seconds till it says LP, and then you let go. At that time, it powers off. Now, to start it again, the first time we put the batteries in is what's called a cold start, and sometimes it can take up to a minute or more to do the initial locking to the satellites. But once it's locked up, within the next couple hours, since it already has the almanac, to start it, you press and hold the button until it goes through the LCD startup sequence, and then it'll come up in search for satellites again. But since it has the almanac, you can see it came up quite quickly, and it says we have 8 satellites, and now it's locked. So it locked in 5 or 6 seconds. So it may lock in maybe 10 or 15 seconds, where otherwise it takes about a minute. So in later videos, we'll illustrate how you actually operate the unit once it has powered up. The different models will have a different indication. This one, which is a manual handheld, comes up in the OF configuration, which means the AC input is turned off, and to turn it on, you would push the button again, as shown in a later video. So when you're done with it for the day or for the measurement, you can simply turn it off by pressing the button. Now, if you're not going to use the unit for a few days, a week, or so on, it's a good idea to simply remove the batteries, remove either all or at least one of them. And the reason for that is, like most electronic cameras and so on, if you leave the batteries in it for 3 weeks, a month, when you come back, you find them perhaps totally discharged, or at least discharged quite a bit, because there's always a slight power drain even though it's turned off. So you simply remove one or more batteries and then replace the lid, and you're ready to go for next time. And the other thing always keep in mind is when it is searching for satellites, you want to hold it so it's the front panel is facing upward, so it has a good view of the sky. You also want to go to a position where you have a fairly good view of the sky, because it takes 4 satellites for it to lock initially. Once it's locked, it only needs 1 satellite to maintain lock. In fact, it will maintain lock for up to 5 minutes, even with no satellites. So if you're in a vault or a building that's totally shielded from GPS satellites, you have 5 minutes to make your measurements. And when your 5 minutes run out, the little red light here in the middle will come on. So when that happens, then simply walk outside and let it lock again. As soon as it finds 1 satellite and locks, then you have another 5 minutes time to make your measurements. So if you're in a substation or a crowded area where there's a lot of interference and so on, it's a good idea to, before you go to that position, just kind of walk away a short distance and find a good view of the sky, and that way it'll lock up quite quickly. GPS satellites are always moving, so if it doesn't find 4 visible, or it has a lot of interference, it can take a very long time to lock up. Where if there's lots of satellites available and you get a clear view of the sky, you'll typically lock up in a minute or less.